Tonight on News Center, President Armendi fields questions from the student body. The local community trying to revive its roots. A newly formed club looks to swing into action. And the Vulcans look to stay undefeated under the lights at Clarion. News Center on CUTV starts now.
Good evening and welcome to CUTV News Center for the week of September 30th, 2010. I'm Shelby McAdams.
And I'm Will Moore. Earlier this morning, CalU President Angelo Armenti hosted the annual Student Convocation in the Performance Center, in which Cal students can learn what is taking place on campus, as well as ask their own questions of the president. CUTV's Gloria Stone has more on the story.
This morning, President Armenti addressed students and faculty about upcoming changes financially and educationally for this year and years to come.
The way the university is functioning lately, and because of the marketing that we do and the great success that we've had in many different ways, academically, we're getting our programs nationally accredited. Our students are getting great jobs. Our students are getting great interns. Athletically, we're having great success, and the university is very attractive to students. And I see no indication that students are not coming because the tuition is too high. Right now, the rules of financial aid indicate that a laptop up to $1,000 is a legitimate educational expense. So any student who wanted to purchase a laptop could actually do it, and if they didn't have the money, it could be part of their financial aid package. The mobile devices are much less expensive than that, and I believe financially they will easily be able to handle it.
With the upcoming changes in years to come for Cal, President Armenti hopes that the university will continue to be one of the top-ranked schools at the federal system. Reporting for CUTV, I'm Gloria Stone.
California Borough Police were in full effect on Friday the 24th when a reported fight broke out on 2nd Street just behind Campy's Pizza. Witnesses say that a group of men began to repeatedly hit the victim in the head and kick him in the ribs. No one involved was at the scene of the crime when police arrived, and police began their investigation by blocking off nearby alleyways and questioning those who lived close to where the fight broke out. Police are unsure of whether or not the suspects or victim are university students at this time.
Last Friday, about 80 CalU students teamed up with more than 750 preschool children to participate in outdoor activities at the Ohiopyle State Park. The Family Field Day presented these young children with the basics of science and a hands-on experience of outdoor life. The program, in its second year, was made possible by a grant from PNC Bank's Grow Up Great with Science program. Revitalizing downtown. Once a major hub in the Mon Valley, there was a booming community that blossomed in the early 1900s. Now, from the looks of this small town, not much is going on, but the community is beginning to fight back. News Center's Tara FRIEL has the story from Brownsville.
Thanks, Will. Brownsville, what was once a thriving business industry, is now fading away to just a sheer memory. Condemned buildings, asbestos, and deteriorating streets now make up the borough of Brownsville. But there is hope for this town. Fayette County is purchasing and redeveloping 8 of the 30 buildings by using the power of eminent domain, and set their sights on purchasing all the remaining buildings in the near future.
Good idea. My mom's on the school board. It's a good idea to revitalize Brownsville. It's a nice town, and there's a lot of good things in Brownsville, just some bad things. You know what? Somebody else needs to buy the buildings instead of Mr. Liggett because he doesn't want to do anything with them. They're all falling in, every one of them. They do. This town is nice, but there's just too much trouble.
This war jobs, this business and jobs.
The deterioration of this town is due to failed restoration plans of Ernest and Marilyn Liggett of Monroeville and their affiliates. They own 22 of the 30 properties, which they purchased back in 1990. They plan to develop an upscale shopping district and a riverboat casino. After briefly considering these ideas, the gaming industry quickly abandoned them. The Fayette County Restoration Authority has put aside $114,400. The Restoration Authority is seeking to develop recreation areas for youth sports and create sites to attract tourism by creating virtual classrooms, a fine arts school, and art galleries. Fayette County hopes that culture will flourish in the area again, but the majority of these plans cannot be put into action until the acquisitions against the Liggets are taken into consideration. I'm Tara FRIEL reporting for News Center, CUTV.
Cal U hockey is going global. 2 men's and 1 women's player representing the university will be traveling to 4 different countries to play with students from all over the world in the World College Games. CUTV reporter Alexis Berger has more on the story.
California's hockey teams have produced many award-winning athletes, both male and female. However, this year, a few select athletes are taking it to the next level. From the men's team, Ryan Jones and Nick POSA, and from the women's team, Tiffany Yuha, will be traveling overseas to compete in an international tournament in 4 different countries.
Coming out of New York, and we're flying into Switzerland. Going to play 2 games there, then go to to Germany, play 2 games, and then to Austria to finish out our cycle.
The opportunity by tryout over in Philly. There's a group of about 200 guys over there, and the coaches were looking for certain role players, certain defensemen, certain offensemen, and I just went out there, did the best I could do, and coaches happened to like what they see.
Yuha will be playing a number of games in Turkey. All 3 players will be playing overseas from December 26th to January 6th. Both POSA and Jones, however, relish the opportunity to compete in the tournament, but still have a focus on hockey back home.
I'm just taking it one day at a time, always looking ahead and see what I can do.
It's in the middle of our actual college season here at Cal. So I'm just going to try to stay healthy, but my number 1 priority right now is to help Cal out and let us stay at number 1 right now, halfway through the season, then take care of business across seas, and then come back and compete for a national championship.
Also joining the 3 hockey players will be CHE head coach Justin Berger, whose team won the 2007-2008 ACHA Division III National Championships. For CUTV News Center, I'm Alexis Berger.
Regularly scheduled classes will be canceled next Wednesday for Cal U's annual Mission Day event. This year's Mission Day, which will take place in Steele Hall, will focus on Cal U Fusion, the fusing of technology with learning and life. George Saltzman and Bill Rankin of Abilene Christian University will deliver the event's keynote address entitled Equipping the Academy for the Age of Mobility. Students can register online for free at www.calu.edu/missionday. And when we come back, Heather Dominic will have your weather report. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the CUTV Weather Center. I'm Heather Dominic, and these are your weather headlines. Will there be rain continuing after today? We'll find out during my newscast. Will cooler temperatures stick around? And will the sun make an appearance by the end of next week? All this and more after these messages.